Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to do a episode on M3 Sono Kuroki Hagane episode 6, which just came out today, very at least 1 hour ago. I'm sorry for having this review coming up late at this time right now because I'm catching up with I'm catching up with other anime series that I'm going to be doing and reviewing and posting, and of course, of course, I'm gonna continue doing this one and so forth. All right, before I get into episode 6 review or anything, whatever episode this is on, we're going to talk about a little bit about what happened in episode 6. As we all know, what happened in episode 6 last week, Emiru was nothing more infected and consumed by the ammunition or something, that kind of thing. Sorry for being off screen right now. I had to pick up something up and so forth. All right, let's get this episode review started. All right, overall, when watching the episode, we end up seeing the glimpse of a beginning of what is going on overall, and Imru's is in this healing chamber or capsule that we don't really know, that we do not even know of. She's nothing more than a test subject overall. By that time, we end up continuing as the episode keeps continuing. We end up seeing that everyone's in angry shape right now. Akashi feels really guilt-ridden probably for not listening to Imiru or not focusing on her, thinking that she's a nuisance or something. And Raika trains with Iwoto, punching using her training with Iwoto in rage, knowing that she couldn't help Imiru at all. Minashi and Sasami ends up talking like maybe you could talk to Akashi and he could help you out. While Mamu, the freaky girl or something that I consider, is pretty much saying it's not, scribbling all over her journal or something that she doesn't even know. And later, that's about it. By that time, we end up seeing that the professor and the others are talking about what to do next. One of the crazy guys says we need to shift this up to 24 hours now, and I go like, are you crazy? That's 24-hour shift right now. I hope you guys have a lot of caffeine or energy inside you, and you have enough to try to keep yourself awake, because it's crazy enough to use all that energy right there, and so forth. Later, we end up having a continuation again with the what's going on, and by that time they decide to talk to Akashi, Raika, Minashi, Sasami, Iwoto, Mamu about what to do, because they decide to do it this 24-hour shift, but things are not going so well for Haito and Minashi since he didn't show up, I'm sorry if I mentioned his name a couple seconds ago, because right now kind of tired and not really focused. I apologize for that. But overall, as we continue progressing into this episode, things are just not going as well as the plan. You see Minashi and Haito trying to go reach to Imiru or something, going through some kind of lab, wanting to go to the lab where Imiru is at, which is off limits. Sasami talks to Akashi saying, I want to bring back that smile you once had. Mamu, Raika, and Iwoto talk about what to do next, and later there has been an alarm. Later, it shows that we finally get to see the corpse. Probably, I think we saw this we get to see the corpse again. We saw a few episodes back, and by that time, it takes it on a giant form and starting to cause rampage. But it wasn't anything that they were after. They were going after the building, and Akashi, Raika, Minashi, Iwoto, Sasami all goes to trying to stop it, but nothing prevails. And Akashi tries to kill it with the number one weapon that could destroy him, and by shooting into its core or eye or something. However, that did not work out so well, and it ends up approaching near, and Akashi tries to fight it. Sasami Iwata tries to save him, but it did not work out. And later, Akashi becomes really desperate, and his mentality or somewhere around his brain like increases to green signals, and the Argent or so-called Reaper like finally like has a aura glow, and of course Haito and Minashi realizes that Imuru is starting to die out, and by the time like the fight was done, which wasn't really a fight, there's a saying that Imuru must have died out or something, Haito says, and this only became worse because now they just lost Imuru probably. I don't know what's going to happen or what's going on, but if Imuru is dead, then I go like, dang, that's the first person dying like in one of the anime I'm watching in the spring, you know, and so forth. And it shows Sasami it shows Sasami watching or seeing a girl that's like on the corpse or something, and that's about it. Right now, yeah, that's about it. Okay, this episode was pretty much like nothing much information's given about what happened, but Imru is like one of those succumbings of listening to a corpse's song, and you will die in a few days or so, you know. That's the thing that it's talking about. All I know is I don't know what else to say right now, because right now things are just getting hectic and I'm still kind of lost in this series, you know, and so forth. But hopefully I'll get on to like where things be at soon, and understand the story and plot of what's going on. Lightless realm, ammunitions, you know, metals, everything. So if anything, this episode was alright, you know. I mean, nothing much happened. I am Alpha Zero Forum. Hope you all enjoyed this review as much as you enjoyed the episode you watched. Have an awesome day. Cutting out.